Ugh, another Monday morning. I think I need the biggest cup of coffee that this machine can make. I am so tired today.
Good morning, Ben. You do look a little sleepy. Are you having a slow start to the week?
A slow start is a good way to describe it. I feel like I am still half asleep. But you, Emma, you look the complete opposite. You are always so cheerful and full of energy in the mornings, even on a Monday.
I do my best. I find that mornings are actually my favorite part of the day.
My favorite part of the morning is the snooze button on my alarm clock. I think I pressed it 3 times today. So you have to tell me, what is your secret? How do you have so much energy and positivity so early in the day?
It is not really a secret. It is actually a very simple habit that I started about a year ago. It completely changed my mornings.
Well, please share it with me. I am willing to try anything at this point.
My secret is that I start every single day from Monday to Sunday with a 30-minute walk.
A walk in the morning before you come to work? That is your secret?
Yes, that is my secret. I wake up a little bit earlier than I need to. I put on my walking shoes and I go for a walk around my neighborhood before I even have my breakfast.
I am very surprised. I would think that exercising in the morning would make you feel more tired. You are using up your energy before the day has even begun.
I used to think the same thing. The idea of waking up earlier to exercise sounded terrible to me, but it actually has the opposite effect. It does not use up my energy. It creates it.
It creates energy? Now I am really confused. How does walking give you more energy? I need to understand the science behind this.
Well, I am not a doctor, but I can tell you what I have read and what I have experienced myself. The first set of benefits are physical.
Okay, tell me about the physical benefits.
When you walk at a brisk or fast pace, it gets your heart beating a little faster. This increases the blood circulation throughout your body, including to your brain. It is like a gentle wake-up call for your entire system.
So it wakes your body up?
Exactly. It wakes up your muscles and your joints. And being outside in the cool, fresh morning air is much more effective at waking you up than a cup of coffee. The natural light tells your brain that it is time to start the day.
That makes sense. I usually rely on coffee to do that job.
Of course, it is also great exercise. It is a low-impact activity, so it is not hard on your body, but it is very good for your heart health, and it helps me to maintain a healthy weight. It is a very efficient way to get some exercise into a busy schedule.
So there are a lot of benefits for your physical health. That is very convincing.
Yes, but for me, the benefits for my mental health are even more important. That is the real reason why I love my morning walk so much.
The mental benefits? What do you mean by that?
The early morning is a very quiet and peaceful time. There is not much traffic, and not many people are outside. My morning walk is my special, protected time for myself before the chaos of the day begins.
So, it is your quiet time.
It is. I do not look at my phone or check my emails. It is just me and my thoughts. It is a form of meditation for me. It helps to clear my mind and reduce any stress or anxiety I might be feeling. When I walk, I often think about the day ahead and make a mental plan.
So, it helps you to feel more organized and in control?
Yes, it puts me in a calm and positive mindset. When I start my day with that peaceful, positive feeling, the rest of the day just seems to go much better.
Everything you are saying makes perfect sense. I can understand all of the benefits, but I still have one big problem.
And what is that problem?
It is the first step, waking up early. I am not a morning person at all. I love my sleep, and the bed is so warm and comfortable in the morning. The idea of getting out of bed when it is still dark outside is very difficult for me.
I completely understand that feeling. I was not a morning person either when I started. It was very hard for the first 2 weeks, but I have some tips that really helped me.
Please, I need all the help I can get.
My best tip is to prepare everything the night before. I lay out my walking clothes, my socks, and my shoes right next to my bed. So when I wake up, I do not have to think about what to wear. It makes the process much easier.
That is a very practical tip. It removes one of the excuses.
Another tip is to put your alarm clock on the other side of the room. That way, you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. Once you are standing up, it is much easier to stay awake.
Putting the alarm clock across the room is a very clever and slightly evil trick. I might have to try that one. So, when you are on your walk, what do you do? Do you just walk in silence? Does it ever get boring?
That is a great question. I like to change what I do to keep it interesting. It depends on my mood.
So, you have different activities for your walk?
Yes, some days, if I want some entertainment or I want to learn something new, I will listen to a podcast or an audiobook. It is a great way to catch up on interesting stories or topics.
So, you are exercising your body and your mind at the same time?
Exactly. On other days, if I feel like I need some energy, I will listen to my favorite upbeat music. That always puts me in a great mood. But some mornings, and these are often the best mornings, I do not listen to anything at all.
And what do you do then?
On those mornings, I just walk in silence and pay attention to the world around me. I listen to the sound of the birds singing. I watch the colors of the sky change. It is very peaceful and helps me feel connected to my environment.
It sounds so peaceful. Where do you usually go for your walk? Do you just walk on the city streets?
I am very lucky because I live very close to a large park. So my usual route is to walk a big loop around the park.
A park is probably the perfect place for a morning walk. It must be much nicer than walking next to traffic.
It really is. I think walking in nature or in a green space has extra benefits. Being around trees and hearing the sounds of nature is very calming. It is a much better sensory experience than walking on concrete sidewalks.
I can imagine. Are you usually alone in the park so early in the morning?
For the most part, yes. I see a few other early risers. There are some joggers and some people walking their dogs. We all give each other a friendly nod. It feels like we are all part of a special early morning club.
And you mentioned you get to see the colors of the sky change. Do you often get to see the sunrise?
I do, especially in the autumn and winter when the sun rises a little later. It is one of the biggest rewards of my morning walk. Watching the sun come up is a truly beautiful and hopeful way to start the day.
A beautiful sunrise and a feeling of peace. I am starting to get very jealous of your morning routine. I have one more question. Do you think this habit has had an impact on your work life?
Oh, absolutely. I would say it has had a huge positive impact on my work.
In what ways? Do you think it makes you more productive?
Yes, definitely. As I said, I have much more energy, so I do not feel that need for coffee all morning. But more importantly, I feel much more focused and clear-headed when I arrive at my desk. My brain is already awake and ready to work.
So you can start on your difficult tasks right away.
I can. I do not have that slow, foggy feeling that I used to have. The walk also helps with my creativity. Sometimes, if I have a difficult problem at work that I am stuck on, the solution will just pop into my head during my walk.
That is amazing. It is like the walk helps you to untangle your thoughts.
It does. The gentle, rhythmic movement of walking seems to help my brain make connections. I have had some of my best ideas for projects during my morning walk.
Okay, you have completely convinced me. The physical benefits, the mental benefits, and the benefits for your work. It all sounds too good to ignore.
I am glad you think so. It really has been a life-changing habit for me.
I am tired of feeling tired in the mornings. I am tired of relying on coffee to wake me up. I think I am going to try it. I am going to try to start going for a morning walk.
That is fantastic news, Ben. I am so happy to hear that. I think you will really enjoy it once you get started.
I hope so. Since I am a complete beginner at this, do you have one final tip for me? What is the most important thing for me to do to be successful?
My most important tip is to start small. Do not try to walk for 30 minutes every single day from the very beginning. That is too much pressure.
So what should I do instead?
You should set a very easy, achievable goal. For example, your goal for the first week could be to just walk for 10 minutes, only on 2 or 3 days. When that starts to feel easy and normal, you can slowly increase the time and the number of days.
Start small and be patient. That is very wise advice. A 10-minute walk sounds much less intimidating than a 30-minute one.
Exactly. The goal is to build a sustainable habit that you can stick with for a long time. It is not a race.
I think I can do that. I am feeling very motivated right now.
That is the spirit. I have another idea that might help you get started, if you are interested.
I am open to all ideas. What is it?
Sometimes it is easier to build a new habit if you have a friend to do it with. It helps with accountability. So, if you would like, you could join me for a walk one morning this week. I can show you my route in the park.
You would do that? That is a very kind offer, Emma. I think that would really help me.
Of course. How about this Wednesday morning? The weather forecast looks good. We could meet at the park entrance at 7 o'clock.
Wednesday at 7. It is a date. I will prepare my clothes the night before, and I will put my alarm clock across the room. I am ready for the challenge.